Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt, fix several years of financial misbehaviour, and today we are joined by Mr. Bowie, who has decided that he just needs to be here for this cash stuffing video. And today it is a cash stuffing video for you. I have received some of my income for the month, so I have got some cash here that we are going to cash stuff together. I have some envelopes here, and here. And then I also need to have just a get up to speed with my savings challenges and what they need to be. And I'm filming this ahead of an evening of very, very heavy budgeting, admin, organising. I am now done with the film. I have decided not to go to the wrap party tonight. Not only would that have been an additional expense, it was also I've already hit the post-shoot come down. I feel like I've spent all of March eating Tesco's sandwiches and beige processed food and having very, very strange schedules, long working days, later get-ups, later finishes. And I'm quite introverted anyway in real life, so when you are up close and personal with people for a prolonged period of time, I just then need that time to go back into myself and just to have a bit of quiet time. So the last thing I really wanted to do was catch public transport, like the one you can hear now, to the middle of nowhere for a party, or have to drive. I didn't really want to drive anywhere. Like, it was bad enough the fact that I had to leave the house and go out and get cash out. I just had a date where I didn't want to meet anyone or see anyone. I'm fine. It's just I needed like a bit of relief. So I have tomorrow off and you are seeing that. So I'm filming this on Monday evening. You're seeing this on a Tuesday. So by the time you see this, I will have already left the house early, gone to do my food shop, put petrol in my car and everything. So now is the perfect time for me to film this cash stuffing for you. I also feel like, as strange as it is, I don't know what I'm doing with my money, even though it's my money to control and do with what I will, basically. It feels very much like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing with my money, even though I'm the one that's dictating what that right thing is. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. This evening's beverage in the you can't quite see it because the cat's tail's in the way. It's my little Rendell Dormouse mug, and this is a lemon ginger and manuka honey tea. I just need to pause and get some kind of healthy things back in my life for a little bit. Bowie is shedding his winter coat as well, so it's just covered with cat hair basically everywhere. Right, that's enough renting. How much cash do I have and what am I doing with it? Now, the cash machine was only giving £10 notes, and I spent a little bit to try and get some more notes and also give myself more change for the end of the week. So we have... Would he let me... No, never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's count out how much we have here. So we have in fives, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to stick that. You are not making this easy, mister. £15 in fives. Remember that, guys. We're going to stick those there. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we have £355 total to cash stuff today. And I don't know what I'm doing with all of this money, considering I'm the one that's meant to be making a plan for it. So this is going to be interesting. I'm just going to do a thing, guys. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to try and... Hi. Can I shift you, please? So I can have my desk back. Okay, right. Quickly move into position. What are you doing? I'll show you what he's doing. This is what he's doing. What are you doing? Okay, have your moment in the limelight and then we're going to go back to the money. I know it's not as fun. Yep. Okay, you go contemplate life as well. Okay, and you lie on my laptop cable. Right then, let's actually sort this out now that I have some form of space. I'm just going to have a little bit of tea, not coffee. I don't actually like normal tea for a Brit. Okay, so coming up first, we have coffee is getting 30 this month, and that is because I have accrued some free drinks from Costa, courtesy of the amount of coffee I was drinking, both paid for by myself and the production, during the shoot. So we have £30 going into my little wallet-sized ones. These are from Budget with Shah. They were her Autumn-October special. So I don't know if she still has any more of these, but they are from the wonderful Budget with Shah. Cat is getting 30 for the first half of the month. This is not a full month's cash stuffing. I'm trying to balance my cash flow, and that means that I can't actually fully cash stuff for the whole month in one go, in case I potentially leave myself short, as my income is a little bit patchy. In terms of fuel, I'm getting 50, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will completely fill my tank up for this week, and that should give me 2 weeks worth of journeys, and then I will assess at the end of next week how I am. So we've got hang on, yep, that is 50. So we've got 50 going in there. These are little things that I'm thinking of making the smaller bits of paper that you've seen me get. I'm still micro-organising everything. And what did help was Hobbycraft sent me a £5 birthday voucher, and I actually put that towards some storage. And then I did get some money for my birthday, which I'm not including in this cash stuffing, because that is going to, well, I paid the little bit of a difference. And then I'm actually putting that as I've lowered my spending budget for the month, and the difference on what I would have spent is basically coming from spending money. So I will get myself something from grandparents for that and not include it in the category. And that is the difference that's come out of there. Household is getting 10. Although what I'm actually going to do is put that with food, because I'm going food shopping this morning. So food is going to get 75. So we've got £10 here for the household. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. All here. And then we have the £10 for the household. So currently my little food one is holding the household one, as well as I do need to get some loo roll and some, like, I thought this is where I think I'm getting caught out, is because I'm not stock checking regularly my toiletries. I'm just going by weight and assuming that what is left in a bottle of body wash, for example, is enough, and then until I get into the shower or bath or whatever, and then I'm realizing that I'm like drastically squeezing the bottle, going, come on, like, give me enough. And then so like it was fine. It is what it is. My spending money is 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yep. And this is for the month, hopefully. Now, if my income significantly increases in April, I will revisit my whole budget, but I am needing to do prepping is getting 20, because I want to start stuffing this regularly. Hi, cutie pie. Hey, what you doing? What's going on? Hello. Oh yeah, that's the one tummy squidge I get a day. I want to start building up a preps envelope quite regularly, especially given the current financial climate in the UK, basically. I'm also very, like, here's a word for you. I'm very discombobulated because daylight savings is hit in the UK and it always throws me. It takes me about a week to get over. So if that's any of you, let me know down in the comments below. But Preps is getting £20 and that is just going to be one that I keep stuffed. I'm not going to try and incorporate it into my food shop anymore like I used to. If I do need to do any prep shopping, I will do that as a separate shop by its own volition. Eating out is getting 30 and that is because I have a late leaving meal for said friend, for coffee friend, plus birthday meal for myself with coffee friend, and that's something we do regularly. I actually spent more money on coffee as a result. Well, no, I went for coffee more as a result for the film in March than I actually did with coffee friend. I saw her at the beginning of the month and then not until as you're seeing it today. So that is it's nice to know. And also, like, I have, I think, three free drinks at the minute, so that is all very, very good. I know I've got a couple of sales set up days for the shop, so they're always pretty long, so they will go towards things like that. So yeah, so I'm feeling going back on track, I'm feeling very discombobulated as a result of the clocks going back, and my introverted self is going, please don't ever expose me to humanity ever again, in the very dramatic way that it always seems to do. So we have, the ones that we have stuffed so far, we have 30 in eating out. Whoop. We've got 20 in prepping as a temporary, just little holder. £10 from household is currently sitting in the food category. We've stuffed 75 for food. That's going to be, I won't do all of that today as you're watching this. I'm actually going to try and do as much of a pantry cookout as possible because I've missed home cooked meals for the past month and I still have a fair amount. So I'm going to try and eat from my pantry as much as I can, but I've got some fresh things that I just want to kickstart the healthy eating thing again. No diet rubbish or anything like that. I can't do that right now. I've got too much on my plate. But I just want to get some fresh fruit and vegetables in and look for any offers and things as well. Spendy has got 80 and then fuel has got 50. So these will all be accessed in some form or another tomorrow and they will sit in my purse. And that leaves me with £30 that I need to decide what I'm going to do with beyond Bowie waving them around. Now, if you have been watching my Savings Challenge Sunday videos, which I know an awful lot of you do, I'm just going to clean up and get those out of the way for just a second, which I know a lot of you do, the savings challenges which I regularly work on and have worked on, give me 2 ticks guys, I've got to find something, are the £20p challenge, the 50p challenge, the 100-day penny challenge, and then most recently completed, which I can't seem to find because it's hiding somewhere, was the Sparks of Joy £1 challenge. And all of my £1 and £2 coins I was saving up to go towards my birthday. Well, that is now done. The 20p's and the 50p's, I was accounting for them as part of my month over challenge. However, what I want to try and do this month is the money that is sitting in my month over, I want to try and see if I can go a month without touching it and see if I can transition it to an emergency fund. Now, the reason why I feel like at the minute I'm not struggling with budgeting per se. I'm struggling with how I want to go about what I want to do. In an ideal world, I would be able to look at my income in its entirety, regardless of it being inconsistent, and know that I can absolutely save X amount and absolutely pay off X amount of debt. Because this year, because I like setting myself challenges, I want to pay off certainly all of my guarantor debt, if not my consumer debt as well, which is about £11,500 at last count. And I want to get some savings behind me. Now, in this month's budget, which you will see coming up soonish, whenever I get to recording it, I've reintroduced the debt minimum payment to my guarantor, which is £300 a month, which is self-set by myself, because I think that being on an inconsistent income, I will always have an excuse not to put that minimum payment in place, if we're being really blunt and honest. But I don't want to start the 50p's and the 20p pence challenge and then each month have to restart them. I want to save the full 25 and save the full 99.20 and then actually sit there and go, well, that's an extra £25 to saving or an extra £99.20 paid off to my debt. For, I think, 3 of my small debts, that £99.20 could clear all of them. And I know that with my new budget binder, I need to go back and revisit my quarterly intentions and also where am I at with my goals for the year, because I had decided those goals based on an income and a job and a career track that I'm no longer on. So I feel like as great as the film was to do it, it certainly gave me the short-term cash. It has potentially given me the income for an emergency fund or savings or an additional debt payoff. I'm not sure yet. It's been a really good distraction for like a month to help me put off making a decision about what I'm going to do and why I'm going to do what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do what I'm going to do with my money. Go figure if you can make sense of all of that. Something like the 100-day penny challenge, which you can either like burn through if you are using all of your change, or if you're like me and you're only using copper coins, 10 pences and 5 pences, it will take a little bit of time, but at the end that'll be like £50.50 or 55 if I do the top ups, and then I can just go, okay, well there's an extra £55 this month, I'll put that towards something. I know I've talked about wanting to book a chiropractor appointment. She's now filling up like a month in advance, so I potentially face having to pay for something in April that I can't get until May because you'd have to pre-book. And if I look at my schedule, I can't easily incorporate something like a gym membership or a fitness plan in April. I'm just busy. April's going to be a busy month for me. So, and I need to save for like Christmas and gifts and things like that. So I need to do an overall thing. Don't know what that thing is. But what I also have and what I really need to decide is actually I need to start saving as a priority when I cash stuff. The £1 and £2 coins at the end of the week I'm going to put towards Christmas and gifting, I think. At least then I can kind of go as and when, but equally, like, I've already bought Christmas presents for some people. I need to work out what I want to spend on people this year, so I actually have like a more accurate total of that. And to get to those Christmas presents that I bought for people, I need to dive into my garage, which is an absolute state, and we've had torrential rain and I've been busy and I can't do that. So some things are just not as clean cut as, yeah, I'll just decide I'm going to spend 40 quid per person, for example. So I like the fun colouring in savings challenges, and I'm going to overview and see what I've actually got overall. But these were my unassigned savings challenges, and I'm just going to very quickly pull these out. Now, the mandala challenges are non-laminated, and as you can see here, we've got £1 and £2 coins, and that saves 155. We've got £5s and £10, and that saves 150. And then we've got one that I've already started, so we're going to ignore that unless I can re-cash stuff that at some point. But I don't even know what I want this to go towards, so we'll pause that and get rid of that one for now. These are all by Simple Budget Store. I know she's taking a break on Etsy as well. I have an unlaminated 50 pence challenge by Budget with Zoe. I have an unlaminated 20p challenge by Frugal Cottage Designs. I've got some April specific savings challenges from Budget with Zoe and a July month specific savings challenge from Budget with Zoe. I've got Grow Your Own Money Tree, which is a freebie from Rainbow Budget Designs. I've got an unlaminated emergency challenge savings challenge fund from Budget with Zoe. I've got a completed savings challenge, which we'll put to one side. And then I've got the designs from Abundant Budgets, which I just adore and don't ever want to like scratch or use. But I've got Christmas wishes, 2 of those. I've got a 1 calendar moon, and then I've got the Aries, because I am an Aries, which go figure, for a lot of my personality. And then I've got the tarot one, which is the moon one. So, and they all save 100. Yeah, they all save 100. So I've got to decide what I'm doing with this £30 basically, and why I'm doing it. I don't want to put it towards a month over or an emergency fund. Like, there's other money that is potentially going to go to those things. What are you doing, cat? No, you can't play with those. And I think these are as they are for now. So let's get rid of these for a second. This is why I need to spend an evening budget admining, basically. I think I'm going to do this mandala challenge, save 150. I want things like this to have a purpose. So I'm going to go to my budget binders, which you're going to see just now. That's my normal monthly one with the bigger envelopes. Okay, right, hang on. Okay, maybe something different. Bills, health, the cat, car funds, house, technology, and clothing, rewards, happy mail, which I don't need, holiday, which isn't happening, days out, which isn't happening, road trip, which isn't happening. Okay. Right, let's go back to you. Bills, health, cat, car, house, technology. Okay. Right. At some point this year, it's becoming increasingly clear to me that I am going to have to replace my laptop. At the minute, I don't have a monitor computer. That is what I use and need to both work, apply for. It's pretty essential for me. These were the aesthetic budget challenges, and at the time I said that £2,200 would be the total cost that I would need to replace everything. If everything technologically broke, that's how much I would need, and that's what each worth of one of these little circles is, £25. This is a mini savings challenge, which I'm going to put aside for now, because these may be useful in terms of the £1 challenges and things like that. Let's put you back. Okay, right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start this one because it's non-laminated. Once it's done, it's done. I can't restart it again. I'm going to start working on this. Once I get to the 150, I'm going to feed it into the technology savings, because what I can see happening at the minute is me not putting anything towards it. Laptop breaks right when I need it to, and I have to replace it and take it from a more important fund, i.e. a month over an emergency fund, and I don't really want that to be an emergency. So once this is complete, the 150 is going to feed into this, and I will cross off however many 25s that is. Can't think right now. 6 maybe. So that is what I'm going to do. This may not be what other people would do, and that's okay. To be honest, this is like the first time I've had allocated money, and I want to try and like spread my cash flow. I want to make sure that like in 2 weeks time when I do another cash stuffing, that's 2 weeks, that's the last 2 weeks of the month basically. And I want to be able to use it as a check-in to see actually how much have I used. Is £50 enough for the first 2 weeks? For petrol, for example? Is it not? How much cat food have I gotten for the £30, etc.? Is it enough? Is it more or is it less? How's the cooking and eating out the pantry going? So we have, I'm going to start from the outside. So we've got 2 £5 coins. So yeah, so I am feeling very, very contemplative. And what I probably should have done was go through and do the budgeting admin before I got my cash out, but I left it too late to basically do that, and I was just not feeling it today, guys. I will be honest, I'm not 100%. I'm just going to carry on with the 5s. I'm just going to carry on with the 5s. So we'll do 6 of these while I've got the same pen. Again, I know the lighting's atrocious. Thanks for bearing with me. At least you get a cat in this one. A bit more of a cat than just his paw. For everyone who did ask and give me birthday wishes, I had a lovely day. I was filming. I'm the only female crew member when makeup isn't here, and she wasn't here all the time. So the guys, God bless them, got me a Rocky Road tray bake on my actual birthday. Then apparently they got told off, not by me, but I don't know who told them off, but someone they know, one of the actors told them off and said a tray bake wasn't suitable birthday cake. I wasn't complaining. I love a tray bake more than cake. So then they came in yesterday with a Colin the Caterpillar and a card signed from everyone. So I'm like, oh, you guys, you're lovely. And, you know, it's money at the end of the day. This is not film money, by the way. I have not yet invoiced. I've been too tired. I've had some long days. So that is where we are. I'm going to put this money into the technology envelope anyway, and then I'm going to forget about it, because that is the best thing, quite frankly. I need to start building up a pot. I need a laptop that is going to work. The hinges are outside of the casing. The screws that attach the base cover to the motherboard are gone and not working. The thing sounds like an aeroplane that's about to take off. I touch wood, i.e. Mr. Bowie. I will use that thing until it doesn't use anymore. I just want to be prepared for it, particularly as I develop my plans for the future in terms of earnings and jobs and stuff like that. I am going to need something fairly reliable. So we're going to start passively saving for that. And you've seen all the rest of the cash I've stuffed. So far be it from me to cut you short. I actually have to now go and do some really heavy budgeting admin, and I really don't want to, but I have to. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Do all of that wonderful YouTube jazz. Thank you so much to everyone who helped me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're there. It's wonderful. Mr. Bowie is thrilled. Not. He's just asleep. He's just asleep. He's chilling. But I am definitely going to go now because I need to get this uploaded. Yeah, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.